you're sitting in complete silence. A meeting, a first date, a job interview. And then, out of nowhere, your stomach lets out the loudest, most embarrassing noise it has ever made in your entire life. You weren't even hungry. So what just happened? That sound has a name. Scientists call it borborygmi, a word the ancient Greeks invented specifically for this noise. And the reason it happens is more fascinating than you think. Here's what's actually going on. Your digestive system is essentially a 30-foot tube running from your mouth to your colon. Every single minute of every day, the muscles lining that tube contract in rhythmic waves, squeezing food, liquid, gas, and digestive fluids forward. This process is called peristalsis, and peristalsis makes noise. The growling you hear is the sound of that movement echoing through the hollow spaces in your gut, like water moving through pipes in a wall. Now here's the part most people don't know. Your stomach growls loudest when it's empty, not because it's asking for food, but because there's nothing in there to muffle the sound. When your stomach is full, the food absorbs the vibrations. When it's empty, the sound bounces around the hollow space and amplifies, like knocking on an empty drum versus a full one. But what about when you're not hungry and it still growls? This is where it gets really interesting. Your digestive system has its own cleaning cycle. About 2 hours after your last meal is fully digested, your gut activates something called the Migrating Motor Complex, or MMC. Think of it as your gut's automatic housekeeping crew. It sends a powerful wave of contractions from your stomach all the way down through your small intestine, sweeping out any leftover debris, bacteria, and residue. It's essentially a self-cleaning mechanism that runs automatically between meals. And because the MMC runs in an empty gut with no food to muffle the sound, the contractions are loud. That's the growl you hear when you haven't eaten in a few hours and your stomach suddenly goes off in a quiet room. There's also a hormonal component. When your stomach has been empty for about 2 hours, it releases a hormone called ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone. Ghrelin signals your brain that it's time to eat. But it also directly stimulates stronger muscle contractions in your gut. More contractions plus empty stomach equals more noise. Stress also plays a surprising role. When you're anxious or nervous, like during a presentation or a first date, your gut-brain axis activates. The stress hormones coursing through your body cause your intestinal muscles to contract more erratically, which is exactly why your stomach seems to pick the most inconvenient possible moment to announce itself. So the next time your stomach growls in a silent room at the worst possible moment, it's not a betrayal. It's your digestive system doing exactly what it's designed to do, cleaning itself, preparing for the next meal, running on schedule. If your body is doing something strange and nobody has ever properly explained it, that's exactly what this channel is for. Subscribe, because next week we're covering why you get the chills when you hear a beautiful piece of music. And the neuroscience behind it is one of the most fascinating things about the human brain.